this article. We read through this article on Midnight's Edge After Dark. If you want my real raw first reaction to this, go check that out. I'll link the live stream in the description below. And if you guys aren't aware, I'm on that channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we do a lot of stuff together, like game nights and everything over here. Yeah, definitely check them out. But I've read through this article, and yeah, it's worthy of the writing crop and the horns on this one. Now, initially, it looks innocent enough. It looks innocent enough. And yes, hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy. If I didn't say that, I probably did already. Daisy Ridley doesn't think disgruntled Star Wars fans need to be so vicious. You know, that's a fair statement. It's a fair statement. You know, nobody deserves, certainly, the type of stuff that I get on Twitter and on social media and things, and, you know, nobody deserves that. Oh, let's just get into it. Daisy Ridley wishes Star Wars fans would have a more positive discussion revolving around the iconic franchise. Well, here's the thing. We always had heated discussions and debates. Maybe not to the point where, you know, people are threatening each other or any of that stuff. But no, we've always had heated debates. You know, I remember as a kid, people telling me how much the Ewoks sucked, and I'm like, yeah, but they're good. They're cool though. I love them, and they're adorable. Like they're just teddy bears. Yes, but they're killer teddy bears, and they can mess up a stormtrooper if they need to, right? Or more. Like they're pretty powerful things, right? I love them. Hopefully they'll come back. That's the theory. Hopefully, oh God, please bring the Ewoks back. That's the only thing that's gonna get my butt in the theater, I think. Maybe, I don't know, I'll probably have to review it for the channel, though, so I can't say that, but yeah. 2015's The Force Awakens came out in a new era for social media and sharing opinions. While the movie was mostly well received by longtime fans and newcomers alike, there have been more than a few diehards online who continually bash the new sequel to the trilogy and everything about it. Actually, a lot of people I think were pretty positive about The Force Awakens, and The Last Jedi ruined it for them like it did me. I was pretty positive about it. I saw Force Awakens twice in the theater. Last Jedi kind of made me think, why did I see this movie twice if these two are barely connected? They're just Star Wars. That's the only thing they have in common, is that they have Star Wars in them and Mary Ray Sue. The Last Jedi has become arguably the most divisive movie in the franchise's long history. With that being said, Ridley doesn't have time for the negativity. Well, I mean, certainly she's out making movies and doing, you know, her press. I mean, I wouldn't have time for social media either. Here's the thing, I really don't anyway. But The Rise of Skywalker is set to hit theaters at the end of the year, and the Fandom Menace, hey, that's us, that's me, led by people like Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers and Uncle Ethan Van Sciver at Comic Artist Pro Secrets, both good friends of the Fandom Menace, people I can definitely, if I need anything, and I never ever want to ask them, but no, they're definitely people who are on our side, and they're friends. I love these guys. I'm a little jealous you didn't say me, but you know, nobody cares about a little mecha harpy out there. It's alright. One day, they'll be making more articles about me where I'm not just receiving threats. Are already having a field day with it. Daisy Ridley is all for fans sharing their opinions and passion about the Star Wars franchise, but she believes there's another way to go about it. When it comes down to it, the actress wishes that people would be less vicious. Well, see, that's a good sentiment. Don't be a complete and utter, you know, D-bag to each other on the internet. I'm trying to count. It's like 5 minutes, about 5 minutes in where I can start, where I can really start laying into it. It's great that people are expressive of their views, but this is people's jobs. People work really, really hard on this thing. I think there's a way of having a discussion that isn't so vicious. All right. Time out here. Time out. How much do you make versus how much do I make, Daisy Ridley? Because I guarantee you that you make a crap ton more. You, Ryan Johnson, all of this. So get off your high horse. And when you're making basically retail money on YouTube, give or take, and getting death threats, and don't have the kind of bodyguards and security and things that a rich and famous actress gets, then maybe we'll be a little less vicious about a franchise. And that being said, don't ever threaten these people. Don't ever send them, anything. We can express our opinions, right? We can express our opinions. But here's the thing. Don't say this as an excuse, like this is supposed to make me feel sorry for you. This goes for you. This goes for Brie Larson. This goes for Lashana Lynch. This goes for all of these little scrawny little actresses who have the nerve to call out YouTubers or anybody for hurting their little precious feelings. I'm sorry you're getting the negativity that you're getting. And obviously I don't wish that on anybody. But when you're using that, oh, we worked really hard on it as an excuse, that is just stupid. That is just, why can't you just say, hey, we're people too. We have feelings. It hurts. Why can't you just say that? Why do you have to say, oh, we worked really hard? Why we worked really hard? We worked so hard on it. Yeah, you did, right? Yeah, you did work really hard on it. But you're also paid handsomely. You are paid more handsomely from one movie than I will ever see in my lifetime. And don't you damn well forget that, Daisy Ridley. Also, eat a sandwich while you're at it. Yes, I said it. I'm so tired of these people. Where do you get off having the nerve to say that? To anybody. Why can't you just say, hey, stop with the hate, with the threats. Stop with the hate comments. Just leave it at that. Don't give me a lecture on how hard you worked. It's like, yeah, we get it. You worked really hard standing there crying in front of a green screen. I got it. And if I got paid that kind of money to stand in front of a green screen, I might shut my mouth. I might just lock down my account and not have one and just have a different name for my friends and family or something. That's what I might do if I were, a famous celebrity. And for your public one, you have your public one for your publicist. They're your publicist handles, right? So you wouldn't even have to see it. You don't have to see it and interact with us filthy little fans that are just so vicious and toxic. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm a lot less brutal than I think I was on my original rant. Daisy Ridley left social media after sharing an anti-gun post and getting attacked by thousands of people. Well, yeah, that's politics. You're British. Why are you inserting yourself into American politics? Really, I'm not telling you what the Queen needs to do or what Prince Harry needs to do. I'm not doing any of that, right? I don't stick my dick into your politics. You stay out of ours. Maybe we don't care what the actors say. Go vote or not. It's your choice, right? Don't preach to us. This is the thing. Nobody likes being preached to. Nobody likes being lectured. Nobody likes being corrected. The online platform became too toxic for her, and the same thing happened with her Rise of the Skywalker co-star, Kelly Tran. No, actually it didn't. There's still no actual proof of that. There's an article that has no questions, but some responses that are out of context from Kelly Marie Tran. It's from the New York Times. I have many videos on that, by the way. I've been covering that since last summer. However, the actress believes that it goes both ways, noting there is a God complex that some people have, like actors telling us what to do. Get off your high horse, actors. Seriously, get off your high horse. Quit preaching to us. Quit telling us how racist and sexist we are and every other goddamn ist. I'm tired of the ists, all right? Quit telling us how ist we are, because we're sick of it. When posting things on social media and getting more positive reinforcement from gaining followers and likes, in the end, she decided to leave it all behind and focus on her work. See, who cares about, I couldn't tell you how many likes I have, and all I know is that hitting the like does help the channel on the videos. I couldn't tell you on Twitter. I couldn't tell you. I don't think I even know how many Twitter followers I have, and I only use this as my YouTube notifications as on Twitter and to interact with you guys when I can. But that's why I have social media. And I did have to take a few precautions so I'm getting less negative interaction with people. Right? Because there's a lot of stuff they say under a direct, like a DM, than they do right in public. And in their public stuff, it's a lot easier to hit that little reporter-rooney, which you can do as an adult. Or you can block certain things. Or have an account that's just for you and like one that's for your family. Right? For people you know. Oh, but no, that would be doing something that a smart person would do, adapting and changing with the times. No, they wouldn't do that. The Rise of Skywalker is going to be the final movie in the Skywalker saga. Good. We're tired of Star Wars now, and I love Star Wars my whole life, and I'm tired of Star Wars. I don't want to hear anymore. This could be very well be the end of the line for Daisy Ridley too. She already is confirmed she won't have any part in Rian Johnson's upcoming trilogy or D.B. Weiss and David Benioff's trilogy either. Well, Rian Johnson's trilogy is pushed back indefinitely until probably a few years from now when they change out all of the CEOs at Disney. Probably my guess, right? And then we'll just forget about it because nobody's gonna care by then. Ridley has to be pretty exhausted after spending so much time with the franchise. Yeah, doing press tours and standing there crying in front of green screen. I'm sure it's exhausting. I'm sure it is. And avoiding eating. Yeah, it must be hard skipping meals like that so you can be a size 0 on camera and look like a 12-year-old boy. In my opinion, not body shaming, just stating the obvious. Obvious. It's not an easy job, and it'll probably be a relief when the promotional tour from the movie is complete. The Star Wars fandom is pretty polarized and all over the place at the moment, and it has been since its inception. Actually, no. And I remember as a kid, yeah, we all loved Star Wars, but we would say which one's best, not which ones do we hate. That was never an issue. We were like, when I was a kid, it was like, yeah, I liked Return of the Jedi best, and I still do. A lot of the other kids liked New Hope or Empire. That was it. We were discussing which one we liked more, which one was better in our opinions, right? Not, can we retcon this because it's so terrible? Not what the crap did they do with our Star Wars, right? The dark side continues to win over the light in some instances, and J.J. Abrams was not kidding when he compared the fandom to religion, when Daisy Ridley was getting ready to sign up for the part. Back when the original movies hit theaters, fans would have to take out a piece of paper, a writing utensil, or a typewriter, an envelope, or a stamp to comment on a movie. Now, and we would talk to each other, though. We would also talk to each other on the playground or in our front yards playing Star Wars, like when I was a kid. With my neighbor kids across the street, we would play Star Wars. And we would say, which movie did we like better? And I always liked Return of the Jedi. Especially when you were hammering those thoughts home with a big giant hammer toe thumbs. That is an attack on Ethan. What is your assing problem, Kevin Berwick? What is your problem? Why are you attacking Ethan? Do I need to one more hit for attacking Ethan? Ethan was nice enough to make a video, so of course. So was Jeremy. Yeah, thanks guys. I really appreciate it. And supporting me after all my recent run-ins with the people that should be out there bothering Daisy Ridley, apparently. I don't know. Don't bother Daisy Ridley. I mean, and you can't because she's not on social media. Bustle originally conducted the interview with Daisy Ridley. Yeah, here's the thing. You gotta look really hard for the shot here, but stop taking shots at the Fandom Menace. Stop taking shots at us. Just stop, right? Here's the thing. You made a bad movie. Yeah, you worked really hard on it. So has every other movie throughout history. Art is subjective. If a huge percentage of people think that art is bad, then maybe it's not as good as a lot of people think it is, right? Especially when like half the people are just brand loyal at this point because they've been so conditioned into thinking that Star Wars is always going to be, oh, it's a Star Wars movie, therefore it's good. Right? We were like that in the 80s with Nintendo. Oh, it's got the Nintendo seal of approval on it. It must be good. Also, thank you for subbing. Love my notifications up because my theme music here. In the 80s, we had that with Nintendo. And not all the Nintendo games were good. We would look for that little Nintendo seal of quality. And most of those games were terrible. Most of those games were garbage. Just awful. Some of them were good. Like the Mario games were always pretty good. But yeah, seriously. Star Wars is kind of... I don't think it's worth defending. I don't think Star Wars is making the A-level quality anymore. Star Wars is up there with Disney and everything else. It's the McDonald's. It's just going to shovel whatever it can, as cheap as it can, to get you to go and buy more. Right? That's what these movies are anymore. They're there to sell you porgs, which, yes, I have a few thousand of them. And I do accept them as donations and tips. But at the end of the day, just don't blame the fans. Don't blame the fans. Stop calling us toxic. Stop attacking the fans, right? And this is a preemptive strike, and I'm tired of it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments section below. I am Mecha42, and I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!